Ladybugs. It's me. It's me. Okay, so I want to finish. I'm Victoria from Old to Ooh La La Art, if you don't know who I am. When you get here, say hello if you'd like to. You don't have to say hello, but you know what? I'm going to go out and come back in again. Maybe I can fix this. Oh, never mind. I'm so technical. I fixed it. It's still online. Ugh, I scare myself sometimes. So technical. I wanted to put that scroll on the bottom of my situation there. I just came from physical therapy, so I'm in my workout clothes. So this is off the cuff, impromptu. What I want to do is say hi to everybody. And I want to finish this little beauty from yesterday. Remember this with the, so beautiful, so beautiful. It turned out so pretty. So I want to finish that. That's important to me. And by finish, I just really mean attach the pieces, and I'm going to put a bow on it. And I think we'll use the Bodabra. We haven't done a Bodabra in a while, so let's do that. We'll do the Bodabra. Okay, I'm going to get started because I want to go into the new private group, which everyone's welcome in. It's free, it's just private. And I'm going to do a little tutorial over there as well after this. So what I'll do is I'll put, let me see if I can put a link right now to that group in the comments. This is another high degree of technical stuff. So somebody tell me if that link even shows up, and if it does, if it takes you to a group. Sometimes when you link while you're live, it doesn't really work. Sometimes. This is like watching paint dry, huh? All right, come on. I know there's more than 2 of you out there today. Well, I'm going to start, which means I'm going to angle the camera down and we're going to get started. Oh, hi, Christina. Hi, sweetheart. Somebody's here. Oh, I just looked at my hands. I look like a lizard. I'm going to put some cream on my hands because it's what you're going to be seeing is my hands. So let me think. Hi, Laura. Hi, Micheline. There's Gail. Hi, guys. So I'm going to finish up. I don't know if you heard because you just got here. I'm going to finish up what we did yesterday. Hi, Barbara. And then directly after that, I'm going to go live in the new private group and do a little tutorial on something fun. And that private group is free. I put a link in the comments. Anybody can join. It's not a paid group. It's a free group. It's just private. Okay, here we go. We're going to finish this guy up. I could not love this more. I love this. So beautiful. And we're going to put a really beautiful bow. We're going to use our Bodabra because we haven't done Bodabra in a long time. Hi, Mary. Mary's happy to see my face. You guys never see my face. I never go on camera anymore because I never look like this. I only look like this because I left my house today. I don't generally have makeup on or my hair done anymore. And I used to do it every day, you know, and then it's like, it occurred to me that my husband doesn't really notice. You know, he doesn't really notice. He doesn't notice. So it's like, why am I? Well, it makes me feel better to be, you know, full hair and makeup, but whatever. Oh, awesome, 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 Christina. You are all ready to go with your glue guns. Good for you. Be careful. Those are hot. 300 watts. Yipes. I put a link to the private group in the comments. Okay. So if you're not there yet, before I go live there, I'll go and check and add everybody new. Okay. Yeah. Then, but, you know, years ago, and I know I've told this story before. This is hilarious. My husband's hilarious. He said to me one time, "You look really pretty today." And I said, "Well, thank you." And he goes, "That always scares me." And I said, "What does that mean?" He goes, "That means you left the house and you probably spent money," which is hilarious because it's true. That was before Amazon. Now I can stay home ugly and spend money. Okay. Yeah, I got my hair cut. And I put a little bit more blonde in the front because I was feeling a little kind of one-dimensional. So yeah. So we put a little bit of blonde in the front, just a little bit, just a little smattering. So I'm happy with it. Okay, enough about me. Let's get into this. So see, this is why I always just have my camera angled the way I want it, because this part makes me nuts. Okay. So here we go. Now I got to figure out where the camera's best, and I got to do all this, and it makes me seasick, and I got to switch this around, and sometimes I forget that. So I like having it just set up before I even get here. That's what I like. But why is that over so far? See? That's what I mean. Oh, because it probably has to. That's what happened. Okay. I'm just talking to myself. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. All right, there we go. Okay, so yeah, it does take your hair does take a little while to settle down after you get it cut. It's like, what in the world? So I finished this. Have you ever look? I have this gorgeous faceted knob that I put on the front, and I did, instead of doing antiquing, I did a whitewash on everything. How beautiful is that? And I finished the back, and we're going to put, I might do it by myself, but I'm going to put, where is he? Look, I have a little bunny, and I'm going to paint the inside of his ear pink, and I'm going to stand him right there on the inside, on the back side of this. How darling is that? So he'll be a little bit dimensional. So I'm very happy with how this turned out. It's really a beauty. Turned out very, very pretty. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to, hi Shannon. Let's talk about our Bodabra. Let's see what. First thing you have to do is you have to put something up long across this way to tie with, and it should be something strong, something that won't break. So I'm trying to think. It's been a long time since I made a Bodabra. I'm trying to think of what I use. Oh yeah, I usually use twine. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I did make the bunny, Mary. It's from the molds from my Amazon shop, honey. I'll put a link to my Amazon shop too. So your string goes across like this, okay? And then all of your ribbon goes across like this. So we're going to need, is this too, hold on. Is this too dark of a green? I don't know. Is this too dark of a green? That might be too dark of a green. But I know I definitely want some white. Look, that's all the white eyelash yarn I have left. I've had that for decades, and I'm finally down to the last of it. Isn't that funny? Hi, Eve. So we're going to use that. We're going to use, oh my God, it came out of the bag. We're definitely going to use pink eyelash yarn. The white and pink eyelash yarn. I want to use a little touch of blue so I can pick up the blue in his jacket. I'm going to use crinkle ribbon. I'm going to use this kind of grayish kind of crinkle ribbon because I really like it. And I was hoping that I had something this kind of peachy rose color, but I really don't. The closest thing I have to that is this piece here, and it has some rose in it. Like this part looks pretty rose. Look, like when you hold it up next to that, that's like as close as I can get. So we're going to use that. And then I love this dark, and that's all I have, just that one little piece. So we're going to use that. And then what else am I going to use? I'm going to use some lace. I like this lace. That looks really pretty with it. So I'm going to use some lace. And I'm going to use, yeah, I think I'm going to tear a little bit of fabric. So I like the way the edges look when it's torn. So this is just cotton fabric. I go and I buy little, I go to, where do they sell fabric? Hobby Lobby. And I get, I think the smallest amount you can buy is a 1/4 yard. I'll just buy a 1/4 yard of a bunch of different kinds of fabric because fabric's great for using ribbons or making bows. Okay, so you do that and then you kind of make this all, yeah. Okay, so, generally I make my bows looped, but today I'm going to make them just straight across, which I never ever do. Okay, but I'm going to do that today. I'm going to make my bows just straight across. They're not going to be loopy. I don't know if it's going to be the, hi Christine. I don't know if it's going to be the look that I want. And if it's not, I'll just do it again. But I'm just going to, let's put a little bit of pink in there. Pink crinkle ribbon. There's my pink. A little bit of white eyelash yarn. I usually take my eyelash yarn and I'll pull it the other way. See how much more foofy it gets? Is foofy a word? I hope so because I use it all the time. I say that word all the time. So we got a little bit of white eyelash yarn in there. Love this piece of green. Definitely using that. So I got that piece of green. I got this really cool. I already put a piece of that down there. I like this kind of gray. I'm going to put the blue on top because I wanted to show because I really want to pull the blue out of Peter Rabbit's little jacket there. So there's that. What else did I say? This kind of rose color. I wish was more rose colored, but it's not. And it's sari silk, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to spread it out a little bit so it has more, you know how I get it wet, I spray it. I'm just going to mist it a little and pull it open like this so you can see more of it. See, look, I mean, it gets 3 times bigger. There, see, so you can see more of the rose colored situation. Get it even a little bit more wet. Okay, I'm going to dry it because I want it to stay open. It dries really quick. I've got some pretty pink polka dotty stuff. Nah, doesn't really call for polka dots. that paper is very old French garden looking to me. So it doesn't really call for polka dots. I'm gonna use a piece of this sheer ribbon because it's really pretty. That'll be a nice look. Let's put this here like that. Yes, this is shaping up nicely. Now I need some of this blue. The blue there on top so it really shows. I feel like this needs a lot more oomph. Oh, my legs. I want the blue to be the last thing that's on, so I'm going to put this lace on here. Because look, this just calls for lace, doesn't it? This is that beautiful cotton lace. And then I'll put my blue across like this. And then this little thing here, you take and you kind of smush all your ribbons down like this. I'm just seeing if I have enough. I feel as though Elizabeth, you can ask me. I don't know that I'll know. Go ahead and ask me. That's funny because I was just thinking about downloads because I want to try and download something for you guys in the private group, but I don't know if I know how to do that yet or not. I don't know. That's kind of limey. It's kind of limey green. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use, what else am I going to use here? I'm pulling my little cart over. Look, I've got this really pretty soft green. Yeah, that's what I'm going to use, and it's very, very thin. So I'm going to use a piece of that. Whoops, I still have the little bar thing in there. I'm going to use a piece of that green right there. And what else am I going to use? I have so much ribbon to choose from, which is lovely. I've collected ribbon for decades, you guys. Oh, look at this pink. It's like kind of, yeah, it's really pretty. But again, I don't want to bury my, I think I need a new pair of these. They're getting kind of dull. And they're my favorite scissors. I don't want them to be dull. All right, let's go with that. Let me see. Yeah, that's going to be really pretty. Okay. Oh, hold the phone. We don't have any pink eyelash yarn in there. That won't do. I keep taking this blue and green ribbon out of here. There we go. Cross like that. Should I put another piece of this in there? I really like this. Kind of checkery. Okay. Kind of has like a French country feel to it. We'll put another piece of that in there. Then I'll put my blue. Then I'll put this very small sliver of green. Okay, I think that's it. Push everything down. Oh, okay, Elizabeth. We'll talk after the live, honey, because I know exactly. Look, I know exactly what you need. Look at these beauties. How gorgeous is that? I have the cutest project planned for that. So yeah, these are things that you can download, and I'll tell you where to. I'll send you links for that. It's my porch prints. And both of these, write it down, both of these are from Summer Bees, okay? Summer Bees. Eyelash yarn. Yes, eyelash yarn is on Amazon, and I'll put a link to my Amazon store when I get done here. Okay, so you tie that off really well, and then you pull it out like that. Oh yeah, that's going to be perfect. I love it. Okay, so I'm done with this. I'm going to put it away because I don't have as much room on my table as I think I do. All that stuff can go over to the side. Let's bring this guy on camera just because he's so pretty. So here's my bow. And like I said, I usually loop my stuff around, so I have loops. I've never left them open like this before. So we're going to figure this out together. I guess you kind of pull the stuff like this, and it makes more of like a pom-pom than an actual bow, which I don't know if I'm crazy about, if I'm honest. I saw Robin do this the other day, and I thought it was a good idea. She took her ribbon and she cut it and she tore it this way. That was a mistake. Okay, she evidently had different ribbon than I had. Okay. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this, to be perfectly honest with you. It needs something in the middle to make it. I mean, I love the colors. Don't get me wrong. Love the colors. But it needs something in the middle to make it make sense. And I'm going to cut it way down, like all these little tendrils and stuff. I'm going to cut it way down. So this is going to go here. This is going to go here. So I think it needs some sort of a something like maybe, where's that little bunny? Like maybe a little bunny, a little painted bunny up there. Here. Like maybe a little painted bunny. What do you think? I just posted a fan blade and got an order for one with those colors. I'm sure a fan blade is the typo because I don't know what that means. Or, you know, I could paint up a bunny key, put a bunny key up there. That's always a winner. Yeah, we'll do the bunny key. The bunny key's the winner. Okay, so that's how that's going to look. That's what that's going to look like. And I have to do some work with this ribbon because this ribbon is not, I might, to be perfectly honest with you, I might redo the whole thing. It's not speaking to me at all. I don't think it looks, I don't know, somebody talk to me. I think the colors are good. I think the colors are good. So I'm not worried about the colors. Is it that everything's too long? Is that what my issue is? Let's start cutting stuff. Let's just start cutting stuff. I'm going to start cutting stuff at an angle. Oh boy, these got dull fat. I know what happened. Too big, too much. That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm going to trim it. I hope these work. Oh, those are even worse. These were so sharp for so long. And then, you know, I've been using them for things like hot glue and I've been abusing them. So now they're not nearly as nice as they used to be. So it's time for a new pair. I love them. They're the best scissors. Okay, so there's one side that's not as long, I guess. All right, I'm not going to lie. This is going to take more, this is going to take more of me than I'm prepared to give right now, if that makes sense. Because I want to go do that other live in the private group. And this is not, it's just not, you know, when something's just not right, this isn't right. This is not right. There's nothing right about this. Well, there's a little bit right about it. I love the colors. I have to figure it out. And I don't really want to figure it out right now. So I'm not going to. So that's that. So now I'm going to, yeah, the colors are good. I'm looking up on the camera. The colors are good. I think it just needs to be really, really trimmed down and maybe like this big as opposed to ginormous. So maybe I'll just start doing this. Doesn't really matter because I don't really like it. So if I ruin it, I'm not going to be heartbroken because it's too much. Although I do really like the colors. You see, you're going to show us how to make those bunny keys. Dorothy, thank you for the stars, honey. There's really no way to, I mean, there's nothing to show, Mary. I got a bunny key once, okay? So I'll tell you my secret. I got a bunny key once and I thought, oh man, that's a great key. I'm going to want more than just that one that I have. And so I took, my computer just made a weird, oh, okay. Somebody just asked to join the private group and I will go make sure that everybody's in the private group before I go live over there in a few minutes, okay? So anyway, one time I got this bunny key and it was just awesome. It was like brass. It was brass, but it was really, really cute. And so there's a, what do you call it? Product called, I don't know what it's called. Right here. It's called Amazing Mold Putty. And you can take and you can make your own molds out of things, okay? All you need is the thing. So I thought, I wonder, because that key is really delicate, very intricate, I wonder if I can make a mold of that. It didn't hurt to try. And lo and behold, it worked. So I pull that thing out every year. I adore it. It's one of my favorite things. And that's what it looks like. It looks like that. And I squeeze hot glue in it. Look. And I make bunny keys. That's what it is. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. So that's my secret. I don't even know that it's a secret. That's just, you know, that's where the bunny keys come from. They were, it was a key that I had that I loved. And I thought, oh, I'm going to want lots more of that. So I made a casting that I use now every year. Can't wait to get it out every spring. And I sell them. You can look on my website and see, and order it when you order like a mold or a transfer or something. Don't just order a bunny key, because I don't send anything except priority mail, okay? Because it protects everyone. I've been in business too long to not use priority mail. But you don't want to spend, you know, $7 or $8 to mail a bunny key. So, you know, add it to an order. We got the new stuff coming up. You could, make a note for yourself if you think you might want one. I said I wasn't going to do this, and here I am doing it. So I've cut it down a bit. Let's see if it looks better. I'm going to tie this off in the back because these pieces of twine are bugging me. Tie this off in the back and cut it off. So there, that's tied in the back, and now I'm going to cut that off. Now, do I like this better? I guess I do like it better. It's going to be one of those things where it's going to have to be perfectly placed, and I have to find, I think when I paint a bunny key and put it across here, I think that's going to be the ticket. That's going to make it sing. So okay, so we're done with that part. That's done. That's going to look like that. I'm going to paint a bunny key, and it's going to go across there. I might even do, usually I do like that little collar. I do it pink. I'm going to do it blue to pick up the blue in his jacket. And yeah, okay. So I like that. That works for me. Okay, so there's that's what it's going to look like when it's all put together. This will look better because, I'll place all that ribbon. When will you IOD ink refills? What does that mean? Talk to me. When will I have more ink? Is that what you're asking me? I will have more ink when I order more ink. And right now I have to watch my pennies because we have a new release coming. The only thing I know about the new release is it's big. That's the only thing I know. I don't know when. I don't know. I know it's fairly soon. So I have to save my pennies for that. Okay. And let me think if we're done here. We're done here. Okay. So I have to. Okay. So I'm a small business all by myself. Yeah, when will I have more ink? Okay. So I'm a small business, and as a small business, I have to really budget. Okay. And the last 2 years, they've been okay. They haven't been great. They haven't been what they were. Things were much better a couple of years ago. The last 2 consecutive years had gone down and down. And I think that's the same for everyone across the country. Okay. Things are we're not in a very good place economically. Okay. So I have to be careful. And, I've had this conversation with my husband because I talk to him a lot about my business. This release will make or break me. Okay. This release will be the deciding factor on if I continue my business. And as hard as that is for me to say, I've been thinking about it for a long time. And it's just the way it is. It's very, very difficult to have a very small business. My business is small. So yeah, and there's a lot of competition, and there's a lot of expense that goes into this. I pay to have a beautiful streaming service. I've invested money in a great camera. So I do ship to Canada. It's very expensive, but I do ship to Canada. Yeah. Yeah. Shipping to Canada makes me crazy. I do ship there, but it's very expensive. So just so you know, but if you really want the stuff, that's the way to go, I think. You just have to, if it's worth it to you. So anyway, so that's my sob story. I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm not trying to be, I love this. I love what I do. I think about this 24/7. Okay. I absolutely love it, but I'm not going to lose money. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. So the next release will kind of be a determining factor on if the Ooh La La shop continues to be a thing. You know, you got to make some hard choices, and that's just the way it is. Yeah. No, IOD doesn't require us to buy. I mean, we have a certain dollar amount that we have to spend every year, but no, they don't put restrictions on us like that. No, they don't. But there's a lot of us, and there's a lot of competition, and I try to, I stay at it. I do my lives. I do this. I do that. I talk to you guys all day long. I'm messaging people all day long, reaching out, trying to stay connected to you guys. It's hard because it's online, so we're not really seeing each other. We're friends, but we're online friends, which is different, than real life friends. So I do my best to connect with people the best way that I can, given the fact that I'm not right there, able to give them a hug. I'm a big hugger. So yeah, I've been at this for 5 years, and I've put a lot of effort and a lot of love into this, because I do absolutely love what I do. I love the support that you guys give me. I love that I have a group of ladybugs. That makes me super happy. And I want to continue. I don't want to give up, but I have to be smart. I have to be smart because I'm getting old. I got old age to think of, can't be throwing money away. Yeah. So that's the deal. We'll just see. We'll see what we'll see how the new release sales go. And like I said, the only thing I know about it is it's a very big release, a lot of products, which means a lot of expense for me to buy them. And I have it. I have the money. I have a business account. I have the money to do that. But I have to play it smart, because I can't afford to sit on the product. And that's why in the private group, I did a little poll asking you guys, to help me brainstorm ideas and stuff. And we're going to talk, because we're going over there right now. So blah, blah, blah. I'm yapping. I'm going to go over to the new group. We're going to do a fun little thing. And I will see you over there. Okay. If you've clicked add to the private group, I'll put you in there before I start. So in the next 5-10 minutes, I'm going to be over in the new group. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making me happy. You guys make me happy. What else can I say? Maybe limit your response time to comments, PMs, and just certain times to respond also. Oh, Robin, that's no fun. I'm on the phone. I'm answering things at midnight. I mean, this isn't just a job. It's not just a job. It's what I love. I love it. I love to talk about it. I love to help people figure stuff out. I love all of it. I love when somebody asks me a question and I know the answer. I love that. That makes me so, so happy. So I don't mind the time that I have invested. I don't mind that at all. That is not even the issue for me. The issue for me, as it is for most everyone, is, I mean, let's face it, it's green, it's money. Money makes the world go round. It makes everything go round, and things aren't getting easier. Let's put it that way. So yeah, so I've got some big decisions to make, and my fingers are crossed. Please cross your fingers for me. I'm not a quitter. If you know me, you know I'm not a quitter. But I have to play it smart. I have to play it smart. I'm going to say goodbye right now here. I'm going to go over to the Tuesday Tag Along Team private group, and we're going to make a fun little thing. And it'll be the first live over there, so that'll be fun. So look for me in about 10 minutes, okay? Bye. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.